There was a new RuneScape update today. Welcome to the video. This is going to be batch 2 of Poll 84. Let's get right into it. The first thing that's notable, and we'll go back up to the hotfixes in a second. The first thing that's notable is that they touched Abyssal Sire in a huge way, right? So one of the biggest pain points with the boss been a long transition phase, especially the long phase, which tended to drag things out. With this rework, we've shortened the Sire's long phase to keep the fight moving at a faster pace. To further reduce time and keep the momentum going, Abyssal Sire is now targetable during its transition phase. So hopefully you can hit this with the demon bow, so you do extra damage there. And then right under that, it's likewise, in order to address Sire's sluggish movement, we've boosted its speed to match, so it moves faster and you can hit it during the transition phase. So demon bow hopefully is really good here. I have a suspicious feeling that both of them might be good, or maybe magic, right? Because we use magic to bring the long phase down, so probably still going to bring magic in melee, and maybe use the demon staff to kill the lungs. Why is that? For those in endgame setups, we've implemented a minimum 50% of your weapon's max hit versus the respiratory system. So you're always going to hit the lungs now. And if you're in an in-game setup, especially with probably the demon staff, you're going to do extra damage. Right now I have a gargoyle task. I plan on finishing that up, and I plan on making a video on this boss as soon as possible. I'm playing a lot of other games, making a lot of other videos on a lot of other stuff. To balance out these changes and ensure the fight doesn't become too short, even though we know the sweats, maybe even myself, are going to make this as fast as possible. Probably going to crush it. We're probably going to be seeing crazy PBs over the next week and future after that, right, with the gear upgrades and stuff like that. They increased Sire's HP by 25, introduced a 50% damage reduction during its transition phase. This should ensure the challenge is maintained without the unnecessary delays. We'll see about that. I think our community is going to pick this up and just fucking break it. A few extra tweaks to the fight: remove some blocking terrain in the center area of the arena. Scions and Spawns have reduced defense, so now you can hit those. And the Demonbane weapons are now guaranteed to hit those spawns. So maybe not guaranteed to one hit, but guaranteed to hit. So they're not pesky and can kill you if you're just splashing on them over and over again. Usually you don't kill these spawns, but that's definitely a good change for sure. And then to give you a little bit of an idea of where I'm at on my account for Sire, this is so good for me because I still have to go get the pet. Alright, I am 2,548 KC until I get that, without the pet. So I'm overrate. Pretty unfortunate. So, you know, is what it is though. That's RS. Challenge mode layout of regular cocks. So I can solo Chambers. I can't solo CMs. So this update's huge for me. When you look at this, they've introduced full layout toggle. You're going to see that in the interface. That's awesome. For speedrunners, it's good, but I fall in this middle category right here, right? Challenge mode learners. I'm not necessarily a learner. You want to bring up my account again? I got like over 500, so I have 2 capes for challenge modes. However, I don't know how to solo them that good. I'm not that good with resources and things like that. So I got to get better in that space. And I'm going to. That's why you're going to get videos on this content also probably in the next 2 weeks or so. Yama's coming out. We're going to get to that here in a minute. Chichampas no longer disappear on death when you're in PvE, PvM. In PvP, they still fall to the floor, so you can still get killed in the wild for your Chinchompas. This would have helped me probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago when I lost 4K chins at Arma when I wasn't paying attention. Oh, yep. When you finish Guard of Tranquility, now you get a shortcut at level 35 agility. Wish they added this to the game 5 years ago. Incandescent hammers can now go to Intrana. This helps. One clever skiller even reported that their niche methods could benefit from bringing the Incandescent hammer, as it would help save inventory space. So that's probably a content creator or something like that that has gotten this change. I guess that's cool. We can bring a hammer now to Intrana that has no combat sets. Awesome. back in business. Moving fishing spots no longer stall movement. Apparently there was something going on when you clicked it. There was something fishy going on, as they said it, because the fishing spots, so they're trying to have a pun there. And now it's fixed. So fishing spots should work how they were supposed to last week, this week. That's great. Yama in 2 weeks. And then we can see the different armor here. They do make it a point here. Last time we showed it off, it was rendered in an out-of-game environment. So here's a look at both Oath Plate variants alongside some other in-game armor sets. I really like how it matches Inqui, man. Like, if we can just zoom in on this. Look at that. I know you're not going to use it at Fasani because Fasani is Crush. But man, I really like how close they are in color. I really like that burgundy on the Inqui. Inqui is one of my favorite sets. Honestly, Inqui I might like it better than Blood Torva. Do I like this more than Blood Torva? I don't know yet. I definitely probably like Inqui more than Blood Torva. Blood Torva was badass. It's still cool. But Inqui has always been real cool to me. I should get some Fasani content out for you guys. Maybe we'll do that too. Moving forward, this is the pet, by the way. Everybody's like, oh, I don't know what this is. Is the boss that big? That's the pet, bro. That's what the pet's gonna look like. So imagine this just a lot bigger. That's gonna be the boss. It's gonna be awesome. Other changes usually don't pop off like this, but today they do. The Monks of Atrana now allow you to take a carrot costume. That's huge, right? Some tiles on the upper floor at the bottom. This one's funny. Some tiles on the upper floor at the southern end of Ferrix Enclave were not acting as safe zones in PvP worlds. I wonder how we found that out. I've skipped the first one. Lilia's chance to now be correctly used from Regent pouch when making Metaphyte remedies. That's cool, I guess. I don't have this pouch because I just haven't gone done that mini game on max. I don't need to do any herblore. Echo boots you can now revert and free to play. Adjusted placement of gravestone, timer, and deadman mode. Polovich is now spelled correctly on the Max Cape teleport. I wonder if that's always been like that or if it changed when they changed the teleports for the Max Cape, probably in the last couple months. And then they fixed the typo in the chat box for prestige requirement. PvP worlds rotated. Other than the hot fixes, we were aware of an issue causing fishing spots to move every few seconds instead of every few minutes. This looks like it's been hot fixed and taken care of. And they've investigated an issue where players were losing their rune pouch on death. That's been fixed. I feel like this one happens every week or every other week when they do an update. They gotta get this second one fixed. Y'all have a great day. Good luck on your RuneScape grinds. Have RNGesus be with you. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, like the video, and follow me on Twitter. Y'all be easy.